Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverbs 468. The title of the proverb today is You're Only as Good as Your Last Shift. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's go right to it. If someone says that he or she is only as good as your last shift, it means a person's perceived ability, skill, competence is judged by their most recent success or failure. Okay, let's continue. This is a proverb that could be adjusted depending upon who says it. In fact, it may be an offshoot of a phrase dating back to 1924. And editor James R. Quirk for Photoplay magazine conducted a survey of businesses who operated movie theaters. Yeah, and he wanted to know how well they did according to what movies were there or what actors were in the movies. All right, so here's a quote from his report. Were a vote taken 6 months from now, the vote may be entirely different. Generally speaking, a star is as good as his last few pictures. So he was using it in regard to movie actors. And obviously, if the picture was good, the movie actor was more popular, especially if it was very recent. All right, so I sometimes kind of felt this way years ago, too. Sometimes I felt like a teacher is only as good as his last class. Now, is it exactly just the very last one, or an actor, could he have one bad movie? Maybe, but he can't have that many. He can't have 2, 3, 4 bad movies in a row. People's image of him starts to change. And the same thing that goes for almost any job or any profession. You have to constantly prove yourself over and over again and, keep up a certain level of quality, for people to, think of you in a good way. Let's continue. All right, good. So here, of course, we got 4 examples to show just how it's used. Here's the first one. As an actor, you have to be careful the roles you choose. You are only as good as your last performance. So we could say it that way for an actor. Number 2, one terrible album could really damage a group's reputation. As a rock group, you're only as good as your last album. Okay, good. Number 3, doesn't matter that you have a high batting average or you are a good home run hitter. If you strike out, you will get booed. You are only as good as your last at bat. This could be for baseball. And the last one here, as a champion boxer, you're only as good as your last boxing match. If you lose once, you lost the title. It may even be worse for the champion, because if somebody beats the champion, that boxer becomes the new champion. And, he really has to try to win it back again. Otherwise, he loses a lot. So you're only as good as your last performance, your last job, your last boxing match, etc. Anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it's clear. Hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.